How would you say you've grown as a VA through the years of doing this?
I think I have. I think I've learned from people that have been there before me. I have watched what they've done. Um, you know, I made I made so many mistakes doing voiceover. I have embarrassed myself time and time again, and it's one of the reasons I started teaching so that other people didn't make the same mistakes, and that maybe you can go further and get higher places faster if you didn't make the mistakes I made. Uh, but I did. I finally, learned to pay attention to people and see what they do. And boy, I've been around some great people. Like I got to do an episode. I got to do an episode of Scooby Doo, you know, and Scooby Doo. I got to be a villain on Scooby Doo. I didn't get to say the line, every villain wants to say, and I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling. Didn't get to say it, but I got to work with these giants in the industry, and I got to learn just by watching and sitting next to them, and hopefully through osmosis, absorbing a little bit of what they've got going on. Um, but I think I learned to be more patient. I think I learned to stop trying to impress everybody and just tell the story. You know, it's sort of like if you have a cupcake and the cupcake has a layer of frosting on it and then M&Ms and then strawberry laces and then a slice of pizza and a hamburger and after a while you could slide all that stuff off and just see what the cupcake is made of. That's the foundation. That's what's good. That's what you want to eat. The rest is just frosting and gravy and accessories and jewelry.
And diabetes.
Right, and diabetes. You just want to get down to what's at the essence of it, which to me, like I keep saying, is good storytelling. So, you know, through insecurities, I'm always wondering, like, am I doing it right? Do they like me? Will they hire me again? Hey, let that stuff go. Wipe that off your cupcake. you know, just just be you. I think that's my biggest lesson is that it's good enough just to be you. It's not even good enough. It's perfect. Like you are the perfect version of you that you got. And all you have to do is embrace that. If you could just embrace it. That's my message to everybody. Embrace yourself sooner. Step away from the idea. Divorce yourself from the idea that you have to be anything other than what you already are. Oh, I can see that there's a better version. No better version. You are you. You are you where you are right now. You will change in several years because everyone does. But you're the perfect you are now. And that's valuable. And someone will love it. Someone's gonna love it. That's what I always liked about that those British comedians, Monty Python. At the time, this group of comedians, they didn't tell the sort of jokes that everybody was telling. It was a very different kind of humor. But they made this pledge to each other to write the sort of humor that made them laugh. And they knew at some point someone else would find it funny too. And they did. So you may not sound like me, or you may not sound like Steve, or you may not sound like Don. You sound like you, and that's perfect. And someone will love it.
What is your favorite voice acting warm up? Because I know for some of the tougher, like soldier roles, like big character roles, that takes a toll on your voice, and you have to get your voice ready. So, what's your favorite one?
Um, I think technically the things that work best for me are I don't do tongue twisters. I do these rhythmic poems. It's almost like rap, but if I can chew through these things, I can pretty much say anything. I think breath control is important too, so I do some maybe breathing exercises. Humming is really good to get the mucus off your vocal folds, which sounds disgusting, but it's something you got to deal with, right? You don't want to be like talking and it sounds like you got a gullet full of snot. You got to get rid of that. So, uh, but I'll be honest with you. For the most part, I don't warm up. I don't warm up because voiceover is a performing art, right? Like singing, dancing, acting. It's a performing art. And performing arts are subject to trends. There are trends in music, right? Music sounds different now than it did 50 years ago. Same thing with acting. Look at a black and white film and look at today's movies. Feel very different. The style's different. Singing's different. Everything's different because it's got trends. Well, the trend for voiceover right now is like highest authenticity. It's like anti-acting. They just want you to sound as natural and authentic as possible. Well, the more I warm up, the more I sound like a voiceover actor. Like my voice is round and crisp, and I'm chewing on every word, using melodies no human person would ever use. And they don't want that. No one wants that anymore. Well, maybe a few people. So I don't warm up. So I can sound textured, and I sound like me. This is how I sound. This is how I sound when I talk. And hopefully I can take this sound and bring it right into the booth and record it. Because that's the trend right now. So, with almost everything I record, it always says on the script, conversational, natural, real, authentic. And so my first thought is, I better warm up for that. No, that's how I sound now. Now listen, there's plenty of reasons to have to warm up. Like if you do have a lot of mucus, or if you can't get your air underneath you to support you, or if your articulator's a little sloppy, you can't get your words enunciated well enough, right? Like there's reasons to warm up. But if you don't have to, I don't. That's what I do.